YouTube family, my name is Elysia English and welcome back to our channel. Today we're working on a very fun family project. We are going to make an accent wall for our soon-to-be goat enclosure. As you know, a few weeks ago we got our first Nigerian dwarf goat, Brooke, and she has 3 friends about to join her in a couple of weeks, and we need to get this enclosure ready. So I'm starting off, I have some paint colors already for the boys to work with, but before I do that, I need to cut a lot of wood. And I have picked up some of these 1x6 boards. They're rough edge. You can see on the back here, these are less costly. They're kind of crummy wood. They're stored outside at the store, and I want to obviously pay as little money for these as possible because it's going to go in the goat shelter. If I was going to buy wood that was going to be used for something in the house, I would 100% make sure that they were not stored outside. I have already pre-measured in the goat shelter to know that we need 11 squares tall by, I believe, 17 squares wide. And so what I want to do is make perfect squares. So these are 5 3/4. So I want to cut and make a line every 5 3/4. And I'm going to use my miter saw to cut a whole bunch of basically 6x6 squares. These are 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 because that's the dimensions of the lumber that I purchased. There isn't actual 6x6s unless you have them custom milled. And this was my least costly option to be able to do this. So I used a 1x6 by 8 feet piece of wood, and I was able to get 17 of my 6x6 or approximately 6x6 inch squares that we're going to use for the wood quilt. Now we're ready to make our grid lines on this so that we can start creating the actual 3D wood quilt that we're going to be doing. I guess it's more of a 2D wood quilt because we don't want anything raised on the back wall that the goats are going to get a chance to get their teeth onto. But we do want to create some decoration inside of their little house because we want to take a lot of photos and videos of them, and we just want them to have like a bright, cheery place. Do I think that the goats will notice the wall? Probably not. Will we? Yes, we'll definitely enjoy it. And so we want to do this, make it super beautiful inside their little house for them. We're going to do this all together. So I'm going to now take these squares that we have, and I'm going to create 9 squares. So 3 across, 3 in the middle, and 3 in the bottom to make like a 9-block quilt. So you've probably seen 9-block quilts before, and we're going to recreate it onto the wood pieces here. We could use a stencil for this. It would probably be faster. Will it be as much fun as hand painting them all together as a family? Probably not. So we're going to take our time, even though we have so many of these to make, and I'm going to let the boys pick the color combos that they want to do.
Yeah. I really like these colors.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what we're wearing.
Yeah.
You guys match. Okay, so there's some paper towel if you need it, square end brushes because that will probably be easier.
Yeah.
And then, so what you want to do is you have 9 squares. Whatever color you paint these 4 have to be the same.
Yeah.
Whatever you paint these 4 have to be the same.
What's the middle?
And then the middle one you can be whatever. But, so it's totally up to you what you do. Okay, so Chase, whatever you do these 4 need to be the same. Whatever you do your outer 4 have to be the same, and then your middle can be whatever you want. It's totally your decision. The goat is having family withdrawals. So we're just using leftover colors that we had from other house projects, so we didn't have to purchase any paint. Whatever 11 by 17 is how many of these squares we need to make. So you get to make lots of different color combinations, right?
Yeah.
Mom left the room. It's okay, Breckie. Feel the love, Brooke. I feel the love. So whatever color combo you're doing for this one, you're probably going to want to make a couple like that so that we have some that are the same, but like randomly on the quilt. And then once we're done all of our squares, we'll line them all up on the grass so we can lay them out how we want to hang them up.
This is yellow?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, why? What color did you think it was?
Peanut butter tan?
I get
It
that
kind
off
of does
for you,
look like
Casey.
that.
Do you want me to get that off for you?
Yeah. Does actually.
You're gonna paint Devin yours a color, right?
Yeah.
So don't worry about it because it's gonna get
It's
painted
okay.
over.
Yellow's my favorite color, and I've never seen a yellow like this before.
That's Dayton picked that one. That was one we were gonna use in Dayton's room. Remember
Yeah,
we
it's
were
a
using
beautiful
colors
color.
we already
I
have.
just don't think it's. I didn't think it was yellow.
I think yours comes.
Thanks.
Mom can't say.
I don't think the goats are
My-
gonna judge us too
Mom.
harshly. Ooh, look at my first square.
My.
What
Your
happened?
paintbrush fell off.
Where did it go?
In the water.
You can get that? That's cleaning itself.
It literally just fell. I was like, I was gonna do that, and it just got a different
Popped
brush.
off?
You don't want it.
Oh, Day, that's beautiful.
Looks amazing.
Hey, we have Dayton's first square. He did green, red, and blue.
Not nearly as neat as yours.
That's okay. Doesn't have to be. We have our first couple pieces. I'll show you the inspiration photo that we had seen online of some of these 9-block quilts, which is why we initially decided to do this. I think it's gonna look really cool and
I do
colorful.
enjoy all the colors you chose. You did choose really nice colors for us to use.
Yeah.
Just ones
Like,
we picked.
they're
out.
all so appealing. In their own way. They all kind of have meaning.
Don't you think it would be so fun when we see them in there and they have just a cheery, colorful space inside? I love that now that we have some of our enclosures ready, we can like decorate them.
Think of the size of the wood quilt we're gonna have to make when the giraffes show up.
Oh my gosh. People are gonna actually think we're getting a giraffe. We are not.
They probably wouldn't put it past us, though.
I am loving this so far.
They know.
Like this whole project is so fun.
Yeah. Is anybody using these?
I'm not at the moment.
Look, I
Is
made a
it
second one.
leaking?
What?
No, it was, I already had paint on the table. You were supposed to notice that.
So when the color was over.
Whoops.
That's fun.
Oh, ours look good together. Look at our first quilts, guys.
This one. This one.
They look so good.
You look amazing.
First one's in the front. I'm gonna keep on going. Okay, so we are still painting, and this is the update on our first quilt squares that we have done. We love them so far. We're just trying to decide if when we actually put the quilt together, if we're going to do a pattern quilt, a white one, a pattern quilt, a white one. We've seen some different examples online that are actual fabric ones. So we kind of have to decide, but we're just gonna keep on working. We have 187 squares to make, and we've made 15, I think, in total between the ones we're working on currently. So we have a ways to go to bring this idea to life. Right now we're trying to decide if we want to do a wood quilt pattern and a white and then a pattern and a white and pattern, you know, do it alternate like that to make the whole quilt, or do we prefer to do the quilt so that all of the pieces are actually quilted like this? We're pretty sure we know which one we're leaning towards. Option 1 would be with the white in between, and then option 2 would be with all of the quilted pieces. So let us know in the comment section before we actually do our installation for this, which one you think we should do. We're not going to tell you what we think. We want to hear what you think, and then we're going to make it happen. So far, we're having a lot of fun working on this project.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Okay, this backboard here,
Yeah.
we're gonna just start from the top of it in the corner, I think.
Okay.
And we're just gonna try to level it
Yeah.
best we can. Like, I mean, it's a goat house. Okay, pick your first one there, Chasey.
I want this one.
Okay,
Yeah.
put it right in the corner there.
Here?
Yeah, we'll put that one on, and then we're gonna, here, let's put it, oh, actually, let's leave a little space, because Mom has to paint white there, because I haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just see if we can, okay, that would be level there.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it there? Okay. There you go. We'll like touch up any paint if we need to, because this is just an old one. Okay, and then you get to pick your next one. Cool. Keep going. It's not going to be totally flat because these are not all perfect, right? Yep. So this is the first glance of how this is going to assemble together. I absolutely love it. It is exactly what I was envisioning. We need to do the sidewalls white, and obviously we need more paint and things up here. So this will probably end up being black where I put this white up here. And then we're obviously going to go all the way down to the floor. Floor is going to be straw. And then over here, these guys are going to make a bunk, like a bunkie for the goats here. And this wall is gonna. This is your new room.
Mom's kicking us out.
This wall is gonna be white, so it's gonna be really nice and bright in here. I think it's gonna be so beautiful. I can't wait to make more. We have plenty more boards at home, just inside, and we're gonna keep cutting our squares and keep working our way all the way down to the bottom. I'm really happy with how we have this. So I asked you earlier in the video if we should stagger every other one with white. So clearly we couldn't wait for your decision. We got a little antsy to put this up to see what it's going to look like, but I just absolutely love it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. So we need to be 15 quilt squares wide by, I believe, 11 tall. So we still have about 150 or 160 squares still to design and make up.
What?
We're doing doubles, if not triples, of each of the color patterns that we already did, because we are all loving the ones that we already came up, these combinations. It was fun because all four of us came up with different color combos that the rest of us wouldn't have thought of. So it made it really unique. And I think this is going to be so bright and colorful, like taking photos and videos of the goats. We have 3 goats coming to join the farm here in about 4 weeks time, 3 to 4 weeks. Brooke isn't even going to know what's coming. She's going to be so excited to get her friends coming here. And we're going to be ready because we're going to have hay mangers, bunk for them, you know, obviously all their food and water and everything set up. And they're going to have a playground and an extended fence area. So this is just the beginning, but I want to get this part done so that we can build the rest of things inside the coop. Because, oh, you guys reminded me, I need to stop calling it a coop. It's no longer a coop. The turkeys aren't here, but this is going to be the temporary goat house. But this will always be an indoor shelter that they can go to even when we do build a goat barn. But I think this is going to be so cute. So this door here is going to be white. And then when you come in, you're going to be welcomed to this whole... I couldn't see you do that. This is going to look so adorable. Okay, what I'm about to show you is going to take us a really long time, but I'm doing it for you, okay? And your new friends are coming. You want to see? Ready? Look! It's going to be your house.
Do you love it, Brookie?
It's going to be so fun in here. What do you think? She's going to love it in here with her friends. I think it's adorable. It's exactly what I envisioned. So now we got to finish it up. Come on, show your YouTube family your woods. Show them your woods. Who's taking who for a walk right now? You silly girl.
Elysia has been working really well with Brooke, getting her lead trained, following her around the property.
So I'm doing this for, want to say hi to everybody? I've been lead training Brooke for a couple different reasons. I'm not sure if people usually lead train their goats, but I'm doing it for multiple reasons. First reason is I'm trying to bond with Brooke. I'm trying to spend as much time as I possibly can with Brooke, inside and outside of the area that she's going to be in. I took your sweater off you. And the reason I'm doing that is because she's a lone goat right now. When we got Brooke, we were hoping to have a friend for her that same week, and that didn't go as planned. And so we've reserved some to come to our farm, but they're not going to be here for a couple more weeks. So it's super important for me that I have her around the other animals in a safe way. So she's got companions, but also spend as much time with me and the boys as possible, because ultimately we're going to be doing our goat project. Brooke is our first edition. So I want to spend as much time with her as possible. And having her with me all the time doing farm chores or being on the property, whether I'm in her fenced area or not, is giving me so much extra bonding time with her by having her on the lead. We don't have the entire acreage electric fenced yet and or cattle fenced yet. And so I can't risk losing Brooke. And because she is new to our farm, I don't know that I have 100% trust that she will stay with me. In the house, she will stay with me. Outside, she'll stay with me on the lead. Even if I use the really long horse lead training lead, she'll stay with me. She doesn't actually try to wander away. but I still don't have complete trust because I'm new to goats that she won't wander if she sees something exciting or she gets spooked or something, and I don't want to lose her. Second thing is that I want to lead train her, because if I eventually have, say, the goats maybe in the mini barn when the horses go to the stable barn, if I turn that into my goat barn, but their goat play area is not surrounding that mini barn, I want to know I can get all the goats from the mini barn to the actual goat area. I don't know exactly where they're going to be, or if we're going to build it a completely separate goat barn or not, but it's going to be important that they know how to get to that barn, to their area with me and the boys. And I think if I teach them to follow me on the lead, that I'm going to be probably more successful in doing that.
Yeah.
Right? I also think that doing this is going to help us to keep her in her goat area with her friends when the friends come, because I plan on doing the same training I've been doing with Brooke with the new additions as well. Because if they're comfortable where they're at and they have trust in you and everything, I think they're going to be more apt to try to stay in their fence. I know they're escape artists. I know we're up for some fencing challenges, but maybe these bonding things will help us in the long run. I'm going to give her all the space so she can jump and play for a bit. This woods is going to be so fun when it's fenced. You're going to be able to hop all the rocks, over the moss holes, through the stream.
Okay, Brookie.
Her horns are already growing so big. Brooke's favorite treats right now are blackberries, raspberries, yogurt, and watermelon. And trees. Of any kind. Ready? Where do you want to go? Show Mom. She loves the orchard. You want to go to the orchard? Where's Brooke's orchard? Let's go to the orchard. You good girl? Yeah. Your hooves are getting long. We're going to do a hoof trim this week. Mama got the trimmers. Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode. We were making progress today on getting a few more things ready for our new goats to arrive. As you know, we have 2 more doelings and a buckling coming. We have Meadow, Cove, and Atlas. So we're going to have 4 goats in total, and they're just coming in a couple of weeks. So over the week of March break that we have the boys home this week, you're going to see plenty of them. But we're going to be working not only on Dayton's room, but also on more of the things we need to do to prepare for the goats to arrive. They're so excited about their goat project, and so we want to make sure that they have as much time this week to work on things to get ready for them as possible, because they want to be involved in all of it. And of course, we can have all hands on deck working in Dayton's bedroom. So we're back. Thank you so much for your patience. We're excited to be back. We missed you all, and we will see you on tomorrow's video.